Hi. I am going to, sorry, I didn't have it started in the right spot. I'm going to take a few minutes to talk to you about text-dependent questions. I don't know if you've noticed, but every test that we do, we keep adding more and more text-dependent questions. And part of that is that our North Carolina final exam for social studies is very, very heavily text-dependent. And so is your end of grade reading test. So we always try to take some time in second semester to make sure that you guys are really practicing your text-dependent questions so you can have success not just on our unit test, but on your end of grades. So here we go. Let's get started. So before you read the text, look at the question. I know it seems like opposite of what your ELA teachers tell you, but in the social studies world, our text-dependent questions are usually not as dense or as thick, and you have background knowledge from us for most of them. However, some of them you can answer without having ever learned the subject. So before you read the text, look at the question. Don't be tempted. Just what is the question asking you through, what you already know about the topic, and then identify keywords. Okay. Sorry, my dog is playing at my feet here. So what's the question? On the map, which factor limited trade with China? Okay, so you're using my annotating sheet. I already know this about China. China's a big country. It was geographically isolated because of mountains and deserts. Okay? Factor limited trade. Okay, limited trade, slowed down trade. Okay, kind of do that brain dump there on your annotating sheet. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and look at our answer choices. Still haven't looked at the map. Shortage of natural resources, natural barriers, constant fighting among local rulers, conflict over limited number of customers. Well, I'm already going to eliminate question number 4 because what is customers? Yes, trade has to do with customers, but we have not talked about that. Okay, so the next 3 could all be possible choices, but let's check it against what I wrote down. I wrote down that China is geographically isolated because of geographic barriers, because of the mountains and the deserts. So shortage of natural resources could be a correct answer choice, but I don't think it's the best choice. Natural barriers. What is a mountain and a desert? A natural barrier. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Okay. If you want to double check your thinking, go ahead and look at the map and see if it verifies or backs up your reasoning. But I'm very confident the answer is B, natural barriers. Okay. Now we have another text-dependent question that's actual text. I think a lot of you guys see that number, the amount of text, and you shut down. Okay. There's no need to worry about that. Okay. Let's start with a text feature and look at the title, Dynastic Cycle. All right. What is a dynasty? Dynastic cycle is a dynasty. What do I know about a dynasty? Okay, let me think. We've learned about dynasties in Egypt and in China. Okay, so dynasty is a generations of rule over from one family. Okay, usually passed down from the father to son. Okay, that's a dynasty. Okay. After we've done our brainstorm, look at our answer choices. Or look at the question, excuse me. So the question is, based on the given information, what was the concept of the mandate of heaven used to justify? All right. So I know that mandate of heaven was justify the rule of the king, that as long as he was behaving morally, that he would maintain power over his empire. Okay, mandate of heaven. Okay, now let's look at the answer choices. The existence of slavery. I don't know what mandate of heaven has to do with slavery. The takeover of foreign people. Well, maybe. The right of the father to rule a family. That has to do with Confucianism, but I'm not sure it has to do with anything to do with mandate of heaven. And the right of the emperor to rule. Okay, I think we have a winner. So we need to verify our answer choices because we just want to make sure. Let's go back to the text and see if we can scan through and look for new leader gains mandate of heaven. Okay, we'll scan through and find it again. Leader loses mandate of heaven. Okay. What was the concept of mandate of heaven used to justify? The rule of the king or leader. We have a winner. There you go. Okay, here's another one. Oh my God, all these words look crazy. Don't even look at it, guys. Don't even look at it.